Good day everyone, this is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and this Sunday is 2nd of February 2020, and it's the weekly analysis for Euro, Cable and Aussie dollar for the first week of February. And let's start off with the Euro as we move into the new year. And last week I was away for Lunar New Year holidays, and as well as China was also shut down, but very busy with the coronavirus spread across the world, and that caused alarm at the start of the week, with the WHO finally announcing and declaring a global emergency on Thursday. So at the start of the week, you can see that the euro has been finding support after dipping lower since the previous week from the ECB meeting, and managed to find support at the 110 level, and in fact hit the weekly S1 pivot, and before climbing back up to recover and all the way back up to through the weekly R1 pivot level and past the 55 EMA as well, and targeting the 111 round figure. So that was a strong move on the last day of January, which is also the last day for the UK to exit the European Union. And this now is going to be the intermediate support level. 110 is definitely a key support zone. So it needs to break through above the 111 in order to continue higher to retest a 38 pip retracement level, as well as the lower trend line and 200 EMA zone down here. That could be a medium term target for next week. So we could mark this zone here. It's at the 111.40 to 50 zone. And key support now is going to be at 110.60 area, right through the 62 pip retracement level. Right, this week for the Eurozone, there's only a couple of minor news with manufacturing PMIs and services PMIs, but all will be looking towards Friday with the US non-farm payroll report. Right, in the meantime, this is a key resistance zone now, where it has managed to find support and then became resistance, and now it's going to be resistance again, and to see whether it's going to hold. And if it does pull back, then we'll see what the new weekly pivot is for next week. Could be around the 110.60 area that I mentioned, or 50. And if it does break through, then it's got to contend with the 50% fib retracement level first, as well as the 111 area. So 111.00 to 111.10, that's going to be a key resistance zone. All right, let's move ahead to The cable similarly has also managed to find support at a key round figure area at 130.00, and as well as the lower trend line that I've already drawn earlier previous weeks ago, and managed to find support at the daily 55 EMA that's been sitting around the 130 level as well. And since then it has bounced on Thursday on the back of the Bank of England leaving rates unchanged, but with their voting members staying the same, no increase in those wanting to cut rates, so it remained at 0, 2, and 7, and it did not increase to 0, 3, 6. So that means they're still willing to hold and wait and see. So this gave a minor boost to the cable and sterling pairs, and this continued on the Friday. So right through the 132 level, right through the upper triangle trend line as well, and trying to target the monthly pivot before the end of yesterday, but just missed out. So we'll see what the new pivots will be for February, and for next week we can also shift this Fibonacci retracement, and you can see that it has returned to retest the 50% fib area. Alright, so we could also identify this zone as a key intermediate resistance, and definitely above that will be a key resistance zone. Alright, let's mark this here. Okay, this is basically from this swing high here. Right, for this week there's all the 3 PMIs for the UK, with final manufacturing PMI on Monday, construction PMI on Tuesday, and final services PMI on Wednesday. And as well, it is also exposed to the US non-farm payroll report on Friday, so that's going to be a key event to watch out for. So after breaking through to 132, there could be a pullback to retest, and either all the way back down to the 62 fib level, right where the trend line was broken, and before continuing up to the 38 fib retracement level. Right, I could as well just flip this over to make sure it's consistent for the retracement. So from the 50%, it could target the 62% fib retracement here. Alright, so let's move on to the Aussie dollar, and it's doesn't look good for the Aussie dollar with the impact on China with the coronavirus, and you can see the gap at the start of the week, and just continued to be hammered all the way throughout the week, and falling below the 0.6700 level, heading towards the previous swing low at 0.6670. that's a very bearish looking chart for the Aussie dollar. And this week there's building approvals on Monday, with the key event will be the RBA set to announce their interest rate decision on Tuesday. So we'll see whether they're still willing to hold out or whether they're ready to cut rates before any further impact on the economy. So now there's seems to be already potential impact with probably lower demand from China for goods over the next month or so. So that's not looking good for the Australian economy. Right, this is where it fell through on the start of the week, and it's gone through this support zone. We'll see whether it holds or whether it's able to recover back up. But next key support and now resistance is going to be at this 0.6750 area before it can climb back up to the 38 Fib retracement level. So let's just take a look at a weekly time frame, and you can see after at the end of last year, where it spiked through the 0.700 level, as made all its way down to the 0.6700 level, and it's going to be if this support breaks, then there's going to be a lot of unknown territory for the Aussie dollar. So this is going to be a critical stage, and we'll see what the RBA decides on Tuesday. Right, there's also retail sales and trade balance on Thursday, and as well as the release of the monetary policy statement from the RBA on Friday. And later that night is the US non-farm payroll report, so we'll see how that will further impact the Aussie dollar. So this is now a very critical stage and a critical support area. Alright, so do check out my other video on Ichimoku analysis for Euro and cable, and as well as further analysis for spot gold and dollar yen on the safe haven assets. Alright, have a good week ahead, and we'll follow up on the daily analysis on Wednesday. Alright, cheers then.